All right. We have just wrapped up a podcast where we've talked about the end of year checklist and the start of year checklist. So often, when it gets to like the first week of December, it's chaos. There's so much coming in such a short period of time before you go on break, shut the clinic down. And there are seasonal things that happen every year that you need to do to finish a year or prepare for the new year that hopefully you're prepared for, but so often we see clinic owners aren't. And there's this kind of added stress leaning into the back end of the year. And so what we've established is an end of year checklist. Ideally, you would kick it off or you would activate that checklist on the 1st of October. So you've got enough time to work things out. Maybe you're reliant on a few different people to make things happen. So it gives you enough time to finish the year with a sense of calm and then launch into the new year with a sense of control. You can get a free copy, a version of this on our website. Head to clinicmastery.com/free resources. Just go into the navigation and click that, and you'll be able to get a end of year checklist. A couple of things that we covered on here were put into and segmented into different buckets. Just to go through a couple of them, but you'll be able to see this on an upcoming episode when it is published in the next few weeks. Number one, personally, booking your renewal time, your holidays throughout the year, looking at the calendar into 2026, looking at bank holidays or public holidays, when you're going to schedule your leave. It's always good to work towards something. Have a break, kind of allows you to close loops and then reset your batteries to go again. Setting your meeting rhythm. This includes team meeting rhythms with your accountants, your advisors, your business coaches, whatever that is. So it's all scheduled and you feel a sense of clarity over what's going to happen. Then what you want to be able to do is move on to the purpose side of things. As I look at some of the things we covered in the podcast here, you want to schedule any team events. So maybe you've got a team culture day, as we call them. Maybe it's a full day or it's a retreat, several days where you're meeting in person. That those things are scheduled. You want to be able to review what is on the project list for the new year. Maybe you've got a certain structure that you use, or you just need to create a document of these are the things that I want to get to create progress into the new year and create the clinic that I really want. One of the things that we often use is called a desire statement. It's to look at what are the meaningful changes I want to make about my role or this business and how it serves me and our family into the new year, so that you've reviewed, you've reset that, and that becomes almost the primary filter through which you would make decisions into the new year. So review that. Then we moved on to team. So we looked at what are the CPD schedules. Are they booked into the calendar? Are the mentoring sessions that your team have booked into the calendar as well? Do you have a recruitment timeline? And for any of those new therapists or receptionists that are starting, say, in January, have we completed, finalized their 0 to 100, which is the first 100 days of onboarding a new team member to give them the best possible start? So we discussed that. Then we moved on to systems, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, degree 4 of 7 that we have, all outlined in our book, which you can get for free as a PDF. We then discuss some key things that you need to be across: compliance docs, CPR, first aid, working with children check, police check, APRA documents and certificates. Need to make sure they're valid, up to date, because for audit purposes, insurance purposes, those things need to be current. So we work through those. Other things that might mean you need maintenance around the clinic. So do the air conditioners need to be cleaned? Do the carpets need to be cleaned over the Christmas break? And we can organize those things to be happen. Then we worked into finances, one of the most critical ones. Are you doing a fee adjustment 1st of January? So many clinics often do. Have you got your communication set up around that? And perhaps one of the most important ones, given there's so much leave over January, it means therapists aren't seeing clients. They're not billing for their time, but we're probably still paying them as employees. So have you got cash allocations set aside so that you don't end up in a cash crunch? So the cash allocation, super important. Then we looked at brand/marketing. Have we got our client activation messages set up, emails and SMSs? How are we going to continue Google ads, Facebook ads? The suggestions are yes, but how do we manage those spends over that period of time? And what does our social media scheduling look like? Can we get some of the content in the can and then scheduled for times when we're not in the office. And then finally, on degree 7, client experiences. Has every client got a treatment plan? Have they rebooked accordingly over that period of time? And is the diary starting to fill up? Anyway, these are all the things that we covered on the episode that we just finished recording. It'll come out in the next few weeks, but this is a bit of a taste test for what's to come. The podcast is available on all the major providers, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Over here on YouTube, you get the visual experience of some of the assets that we screen share and talk through. But they're the things to expect in the podcast coming up. Hey, thanks so much for tuning in, watching this on replay, and thanks for subscribing. Maybe drop a comment down below on this YouTube video. Do you have an end of year checklist? Yes or no? If it's no, we'll hook you up with a link to one of our examples that you can plug and play into your clinic. All right, we'll see you soon. Bye for now.